Get ready.
Hey Disney lovers, and welcome back. Last week I took you through the golden era of Disney and my top 5 out of the 7 films in that era. I'll leave a link in the description and in the corner for you to check that out, but we are now moving on to the wartime era. As I said last week, America entered the Second World War on December 7th, 1942, and Disney had to change their films for this period to help boost morale. The wartime era for Disney lasted between 1943 and 1949. If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining us. We make Disney videos every Wednesday and geeky videos on a Monday, but with lots of other random videos dropping throughout the month too. So make sure to click that subscribe button and the notification bell to keep up to date. But let's get on with today's topic. There are 8 films in the wartime era, but we will not be talking about A Song of the South, but just to let you know that this film did come out in the era in 1946. Now, even though the film does have some questionable cultural issues, the positive we need to take from the film is that James Baskett, who played Uncle Remus, was the first black male performer to receive an Oscar. Now, it was an honorary Academy Award instead of a Best Actor or Supporting Actor award, but still a great step in the right direction. But we will move on from that and talk about the other 7 films during this period, and I'll give you a bit more information about each. Now, unlike the Golden Era, not all the wartime era movies are available on Disney Plus UK, so I will state if they are or aren't. In July 1943, Disney released Victory Through Airpower, which is a film that illustrated the long-range strategic bombing and history of air combat. The film is about an hour long and only took $799,000 US, but with the world at war, I still think this was a great number. Now, the film is not on Disney Plus UK, but you can find it on YouTube. We will leave a link in the description below. In December 1944, The Three Caballeros was released in Mexico City and then released in the US in February 1945. This colourful and back to Disney cheerful animation features Donald Duck, where he meets fellow birds Jose Carrico and Panchito. Apologies if I said that wrong. Together they embark on a fun-filled, adventurous journey across Latin America. You can also listen to the songs and see a bit of the animation at the Mexico Pavilion at Epcot's World Showcase in Walt Disney World, Florida. The film runs at 1 hour and 11 minutes and is the only film out of this era that I have seen. It is fun-filled and much-needed distraction that the world needed at the time as the war was still going on. It is great that it was released in Mexico City first to show their appreciation of their culture. The film took $3.355 million worldwide at the box office. This is a film that you can watch on Disney Plus UK right now. The next film, Make Mine Music, was released after the war had ended. The Second World War ended in Europe on May 7th, 1945, with Germany's surrender to the Allies, and then completely came to a close with Japan's surrender to the Americans on the 2nd of September 1945. So this film came out in April 1946 and is a compilation of animated shorts utilizing musical talents of artists such as Benny Goodman. This film made $1.35 million worldwide. This compilation film is not available on Disney Plus UK, but you can find many of these shorts in playlists all over YouTube. Fun and Fancy Free was the next Disney animated film to come out at the studios, starring Mickey Mouse and the gang. The film splits into 2 featurettes. First, Jiminy Cricket tells the story of Bongo, a circus bear who wants nothing more than to be back with his friends and family in the wild. And the second is Disney's take on Jack and the Beanstalk with Mickey Mouse and his friends. You can also see a beanstalk in Disney's Fantasyland, and if you wondered where there was a beanstalk in Disney films, well, there we go. Now, I haven't seen this myself, but will be watching it. As most of you know, I love Mickey Mouse. It is on Disney Plus, so that's great, and I can watch it now. The film was released in September 1947 and took $3.165 million worldwide. Melody Time is another compilation film of 7 timeless stories, each enhanced with high-spirited music and unforgettable characters. The film was out in 1948 and runs at about 1 hour and 15 minutes. It is on Disney Plus, and they state that the program is presented as originally created. It may contain outdated cultural depictions, much like they stated for Dumbo. This took $2.56 million worldwide. Next came So Dear to My Heart, which is a live-action and animated film, which is set in Indiana in 1903. It tells the tale of Jeremiah Kincaid and his determination to raise a black wool lamb that was once rejected by his mother. Jeremiah names the lamb Danny for the famed racehorse Dan Patch. Jeremiah's dream of showing Danny at the Pike County Fair must overcome the obstinate objections of his loving yet tough grandma. Jeremiah's confident uncle Hiram is the boy's steady ally. Inspired by the animated figures and stories, the boy perseveres. This film took over $4.2 million worldwide. This film is not available on Disney Plus UK. Finally, the film to end the wartime era was The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. This 1949 film is yet another compilation film of two animated adaptations of classical literature. The first is The Wind in the Willows, where wealthy Mr. Toad yearns for all the newest fads and he sets out to get an automobile any way he can. The second is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. where schoolmaster Ichabod Crane falls for the beautiful Katrina Van Tassel. They are caught in a love triangle with Brom Bones, and Ichabod fears a local legend of the Headless Horseman. This film took $1.635 million worldwide, and Mr. Toad did have an attraction at Disneyland, California, but was changed to Winnie the Pooh. But you can still see a picture of Mr. Toad handing over the deeds of the ride to Winnie the Pooh in the ride. A nice added touch. This film is available on Disney Plus UK. And that is all for this week. There were no major Disney films as we know them released in this period due to Walt Disney staff either being drafted into the army or those who remained were called upon to make US training and propaganda films. Interesting fact is that Disney's studio was turned into a temporary barracks. The company made short films to keep up morale and many propaganda films. So that gave little time for Disney to create fairy tale films that Walt had envisioned. But the next era would make up for that. So next week we'll be looking at the silver era of Disney, and many of these films you will know and love. If you haven't yet, it would mean the world to us if you would hit that subscribe button for you to keep up to date with all Disney Plus UK items as well as our other videos. If you'd like to support the channel, then you can tip us using the link displayed on the screen and in the description. Other ways you can support us is to share this video with your friends. We love talking to new people, so share it with other Disney lovers and pop a comment down and let's get chatting. Thanks very much for watching. We greatly appreciate every one of you who takes the time to watch our videos and to interact with us. We wish you a very happy and magical day, but until next time...